Did you know there's a country where men live longer than women? A place where a woman can marry 3 brothers and have multiple marriages throughout her life. Where women can bathe freely in rivers without worrying about being watched or judged. This is Nepal, a land where you can see living goddesses walking among ordinary people, where weddings serve 84 different dishes, and the place with the highest mountains in the world. Are you ready to explore? But before we begin, let us know where you're from in the comments below so we can say hi. Nepal, nestled in the heart of the Himalayas with an area of 147,148 square kilometers. Nepal is the only country in the world that has never been colonized. Despite being surrounded by superpowers like India and China, Nepal has always remained free, independent, and proud. Approximately 75% of Nepal's terrain is mountainous, with 8 out of the 10 highest peaks in the world located here. Mount Everest, the tallest peak on Earth, rises 8,848 meters above sea level. The Nepalese call it forehead of the sky. Nepal is home to around 29 million people belonging to more than 60 ethnic groups and speaking nearly 100 languages. Most people speak Nepali, but English is also widely used, especially in urban areas. Although Nepal is the birthplace of Buddhism, today 81.3% of its population practices Hinduism, 9% follow Buddhism. Additionally, 4.4% of the population practices Islam, and over 4% adhere to other religions. Nepal's national flag is the only one in the world that is not rectangular, made up of 2 triangles symbolizing the Himalayas and representing the country's 2 major religions. Moreover, Nepal holds the world record for the highest number of public holidays, with 36 holidays each year, showcasing the richness of its cultural heritage. Nepali women are incredibly diverse in appearance. That's because Nepal itself is a cultural crossroads, bordered by India, Tibet, and China, with more than 60 ethnic groups. You'll meet women with rounder faces, monolid eyes, soft cheeks, especially in the Himalayan regions. In the southern plains, many women have more Indian traits, deeper skin tones, sharper features, and expressive eyes. You'll often see women dressed in vibrant saris or kurtas, moving with quiet elegance, bangles softly clinking, and a gentle smile. Women don't usually show affection openly and may be reserved in the beginning, but that doesn't mean they're cold or uninterested. It simply reflects the cultural belief that emotional connection should grow slowly and with respect. Are you impressed by Nepalese women? If so, comment on the number 8 below and still following our content. In the next chapter, we'll explore one of Nepal's most surprising traditions. When you visit Nepal, especially the more remote villages tucked into the Himalayas like the high-altitude areas of western Nepal or the Mustang district, polyandry, where one woman marries multiple men, often brothers. In other areas, you'll find polygamy, where a man may have multiple wives, each with their own defined role in the household. A Nepali man with multiple wives is often seen as someone of means and capability. His wives share responsibilities together. They create a kind of household team. Even the weddings here are something to behold. They're major events, often lasting for days. Families offer gifts like grains, livestock, even cash, as a sign of wealth and future promise. And here's something that might really surprise you. Nepali women sometimes follow a unique custom where they may marry 3 times in their lives. Often it's about life circumstances, early arranged marriages that didn't work, remarriages due to widowhood, or family alliances. It reflects how flexible and culturally adaptive Nepali society can be. Coming up next, we'll explore what it really costs to live in Nepal. You might be surprised at how far your dollar can stretch here. If you've ever wondered, what would it feel like to live well without living large? You're about to find out. A 1-bedroom apartment in Kathmandu or Pokhara goes for around $150 to $300 per month. In smaller towns, prices can drop even lower. Electricity, gas for cooking, water, and waste add about $40 to $70 per month. High-speed internet will cost around $15 to $20. Here's where it gets fun. Meals out cost between $3 and $6. If you like cooking at home, your monthly grocery bill will sit around $100 to $150. How's the healthcare? Routine doctor visits at private clinics run around $15 to $25. A dental cleaning as little as $2 to $40. Pharmacies are everywhere and many medications are available without prescriptions. If you're concerned about major surgeries or hospital stays, global health insurance plans are available and often used by expats. But for day-to-day care, Nepal's clinics are more than sufficient, especially in Kathmandu or Pokhara. Buses here are around 50 cents a ride. Short taxi trips between $2 to $5. A gym membership will set you back just $20 to $30 per month. You can comfortably live in Nepal for approximately $500 to $700 a month. Would you choose to settle here? Nepal doesn't offer a traditional retirement visa, but don't worry. Americans can stay up to 150 days per year, broken into multiple visits. Each extension is 15 to 90 days long. You could qualify if you volunteer, teach, or partner with a local business. Some retirees leave Nepal briefly, then re-enter to refresh their tourist visa. Do you want to be transferred to Nepal? If yes, please choose 1. If no, please choose 0. We're looking forward to hearing your feedback in the comments below. Visitors to Nepal are often surprised and feel quite awkward at the sight of many women bathing in public places. However, this is simply a normal custom for the local women. Many grandmothers and mothers bring their daughters to rivers and streams and bathe right there, without any hesitation in front of curious or confused onlookers. Outdoor bathing has been a habit for Nepalese people since childhood and has become a tradition that is difficult to change. Because of this, they never feel ashamed in front of others. Nepalese people even have a sacred bathing festival called Swasthani Brata Katha. It is the largest festival in the country for those who follow the Hindu religion. Women sit around a fire to warm themselves, then submerge and bathe in the holy waters of the Salanadi River, which flows through the town of Sangku in the outskirts of Kathmandu. Unmarried women pray to meet a good husband, while married women pray for a happy family, for their husbands to be healthy and live long, and for their children to be obedient. Up next, we're diving into one of Nepal's most mysterious and spiritually powerful traditions. But first, take 5 seconds to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our latest and most exciting content. Nepal is home to a special and unique tradition, the veneration of Kumari, a woman regarded as the living embodiment of the goddess Teleju. Kumari comes from a Sanskrit word meaning princess. A young girl is chosen from the Newar Buddhist community based on over 30 strict qualities. Once chosen, she leaves her family and moves into the Kumari Gar, a centuries-old temple in the heart of the city. She doesn't attend a regular school. Instead, teachers come to her, guiding her in subjects and rituals. The only way for outsiders to meet the Kumari is to wait for her appearance at the temple window twice a day, at 9 o'clock a.m. and 4 o'clock p.m. There's ongoing discussion about what happens after a Kumari retires. Some return to quiet lives, others face challenges adjusting, yet most are treated with great respect and support. And despite modern opinions, this tradition continues. Because for many, Kumari isn't just about religion, it's about national identity, about keeping something ancient alive in a world that's quickly forgetting its roots. In our next chapter, we're leaving the temple and heading to the Nari wedding feast, where a single ceremony serves up 84 different dishes. If you think a wedding just needs a few luxurious dishes to impress, head to Nepal. According to Nari tradition, a wedding isn't complete without 84 unique handcrafted dishes, each one rich in flavor, history, and cultural meaning. Every dish is made by hand, from rich buffalo meat and fragrant sticky rice cooked with traditional spices, to smooth lentil soup and sweet desserts like yomari, a steamed dumpling filled with jaggery and black sesame seeds. The wedding takes place outdoors under vibrant, colorful tents. Local musicians play traditional drums. Guests wear bright saris and embroidered vests. People are laughing, dancing, hugging, and everywhere you look, there's food. Long tables are lined with brass pots and clay bowls, each one steaming with something you've likely never tasted before. Locals say that the number 84 represents wholeness, a full circle of abundance, a life's blessings shared in a single day. In the next chapter, we'll flip a well-known fact. Did you know that in Nepal, men live longer than women? In a world where women usually outlive men, Nepal is a remarkable exception. According to statistics, the average life expectancy for Nepalese men is 71.8 years, surpassing that of women. In nearly every country on Earth, women live longer than men. We've heard it all: stress, poor diets, bad sleep, overwork. For many older men, it can feel like everything is stacked against us. But in Nepal, men live longer than women. So why do men here live longer? It's not about some medical miracle. It's about daily life, and here it's different. Men are constantly on the move, walking up hills, herding livestock, building their own homes by hand. They eat fresh, home-cooked meals, lots of rice, lentils, seasonal vegetables, and not much junk food. They breathe cleaner air, especially in the mountainous regions. They live in tightly knit communities where elders are respected, not neglected. Next, we'll dive into the happiest time of year in Nepal, the festivals. Nepal, with the pristine beauty of the Himalayas, is not only famous for having the tallest mountains in the world, but also for its unique festivals. One of them is the International Hot Air Balloon Festival in Pokhara. For 9 days, giant colorful hot air balloons rise above the valley at sunrise. You'll see them drifting over the hills with the snow-covered peaks of the Himalayas, like Annapurna and Machapuchare, in the background. Now let's talk about Holi. You might have seen the photos, people throwing colored powder into the air, grinning from ear to ear, looking like walking rainbows. Celebrated in spring, Holi marks the triumph of good over evil, and everyone, from toddlers to the elderly, joins in. Strangers smear color on each other's faces, and laughter echoes through the streets for hours. Many festivals in Nepal follow the agricultural calendar, giving life here a strong seasonal rhythm. These celebrations help preserve Nepalese identity, especially in a world that's changing rapidly. In the next chapter, we'll return to the capital, Kathmandu, where the past intertwines with the present in the most surprising ways. Kathmandu, the captivating capital of Nepal, is a city with a history spanning more than 2,000 years. This city is loud, colorful, chaotic, and still deeply spiritual. It sits in the Kathmandu Valley at an altitude of 1,400 meters above sea level, surrounded by 4 majestic mountains, and is home to the Newar civilization, an ancient community at the foothills of the Himalayas. What makes Kathmandu special is the seamless blend of ancient Newar architecture and the profound influence of both Hinduism and Buddhism, creating a harmonious space where the old and the new coexist beautifully. You'll discover peaceful courtyards hidden behind ancient gates, cafes serving authentic espresso and Wi-Fi, and even Western-style grocery stores tucked in next to temples. Kathmandu also offers international hospitals, an expat community, and restaurants serving everything from traditional Nepali dishes to Thai and Italian cuisine, and even a delicious burger if you're feeling homesick. And if you're looking for connections, you'll find foreigners gathering in Tamil, the city's most vibrant district. It's packed with cafes, rooftop lounges, live music, and even English-speaking yoga classes. Next, we'll step outside the city to explore Nepal as a land of spiritual awakening and natural wonders. Nepal, with its breathtaking natural beauty and rich cultural heritage, is an ideal destination for those seeking peace and wonder. Let's start with Pashupatinath Temple, Nepal's most sacred Hindu shrine, dedicated to Lord Shiva. Located along the Bagmati River, this site is a spiritual hub, filled with pilgrims, saffron-clad sadhus, and the echoes of ancient chants. Then there's the Buddhanath Stupa, one of the largest stupas in the world. You'll see monks walking in quiet circles around it, prayer wheels spinning, and incense wafting through the air. Walk around it once, twice, maybe a dozen times. You'll find your own rhythm. Your mind slows down, your heart opens. If you're more of an outdoorsman, just head west to Pokhara, a city nestled between rolling hills and snow-capped mountains. Here you can catch the sunrise from Sarangkot, where the light paints the Himalayas in gold. Or take a paddle boat across Fiwa Lake, watching reflections dance on the water as prayer flags flutter in the wind. Coming up next, we're exploring a part of Nepal, a country with no railways, but buses more colorful and full of character than anywhere you've ever been. The idea of a country with zero railway infrastructure probably sounds impossible, but in Nepal, This is the norm. Instead of trains, it's the buses that rule the road. The first time you hop on a local bus in Nepal, you feel a mix of thrill and terror as the bus winds along narrow, cliff-hugging roads in the Himalayas. Just sharp turns, big drops, and a horn-happy driver who somehow knows exactly what he's doing. Second, you look around, there are women with babies, old men with prayer beads, students in uniforms. These buses might not offer first-class service, but what they give you is culture, color, and connection. For just a few bucks, you'll see scenery you can't believe, mountains, rice terraces, waterfalls, all from your window seat. For Nepalese, buses aren't just transportation. Most villages in Nepal don't have airports or highways, and no trains. Buses are how people get to markets, schools, hospitals, weddings, and temples. It's how families stay connected across valleys and mountains. Coming up next, we're going to explore the cultural codes of Nepal, which can mean something very different than what you'd expect. As you stroll along the streets of Nepal, don't be surprised if you don't see couples expressing affection, but rather men holding hands. In this country, public displays of affection between men and women are considered taboo, especially in traditional areas. Even something as simple as a quick hug, a peck on the cheek, or hand-holding might draw attention. But you'll see two grown men holding hands, or walking arm in arm, sitting close, talking softly, and no one bats an eye. If you're coming from a Western background, this may feel confusing, but once you understand the why, it starts to make sense. In Nepali culture, modesty in public is important, especially between men and women. Intimacy is seen as something private and sacred. At the same time, closeness between male friends is completely normal. It's seen as a sign of loyalty, comfort, and brotherhood. Nepali men are raised to be emotionally open with their friends, not in words, but in gestures. Holding hands, walking side by side, even leaning on each other while chatting is a part of daily life. Next, we're heading high to discover a mountain in Nepal that no one is allowed to climb. Machapuchare, standing at 6,993 meters above sea level, rises majestically amidst the Himalayas, its highest peak untouched by any human. Often called the fishtail, Machapuchare gets its name from its twin summits that resemble the tail of a fish emerging from the water. To the people of Nepal, especially followers of Hinduism, Machapuchare is more than just a mountain. It is believed to be the abode of Lord Shiva, one of the most powerful and revered deities in the Hindu faith. That's why, to this day, no one is allowed to climb to the summit. The Nepalese government has officially declared it a restricted climbing zone, out of respect for its sacredness. In the next chapter, we'll arrive at Lukla Airport, the most dangerous airport in the world. Tucked deep in the Himalayas, Lukla is often called the most dangerous airport in the world. It has a runway just over 1,700 feet long, about one-third the length of what you'd find at a typical U.S. airport, perched at an altitude of 9,300 feet above sea level with a 12-degree incline and a drop-off cliff at one end. No air traffic control tower, just instinct, experience, and nerves of steel. For Nepalese, Lukla isn't just a daredevil attraction, it's a lifeline. People here depend on these small planes and helicopters for food, medicine, supplies, and to transport trekkers who bring income to their communities. The pilots who fly into Lukla are legends, many trained by the military, others with years of mountain flying under their belts. Locals trust them completely. Imagine yourself standing amidst the majestic Himalayas. A photography course in Kathmandu will immerse you in unforgettable experiences. Don't miss the chance to witness this untouched beauty as if you're discovering a hidden gem for the first time. And if you've ever wanted to tell a story through your lens, Kathmandu, Nepal might just be the perfect canvas for you. Recently, CNN ranked the photography course in Kathmandu among the 10 most exciting travel experiences in the world. You'll come across 2,000-year-old temples, monks spinning prayer wheels, families gathering in ancient courtyards, and children flying kites from rooftops made of intricately carved wood and weathered stone. Every corner you turn feels like a scene from a timeless movie. Nepalese cuisine is a beautiful fusion of Indian and Tibetan influences. Let's start with the main dish, dal bat. Dal bat is a simple meal of rice and lentil curry, often served with vegetables, pickles, and sometimes chicken or lamb. It's spicy, easy to eat, and totally customizable to your taste. Then there are momos, little dumplings filled with minced meat or veggies, either steamed or fried. They're like the Asian cousins of pierogies or pot stickers, and they make the perfect snack with a cold beer or a hot cup of tea. Now, if you're looking for something sweet and soothing after a spicy meal, order a lassi. Made from rich buffalo milk, sometimes sweet, sometimes salty, it's served cold, usually in a handmade clay cup. It cools your body and calms your stomach. And don't leave without trying yomari, a sweet dumpling filled with unrefined cane sugar and coconut. It's shaped like a fish and usually served during festivals. You probably won't find it in a touristy restaurant, but if you're invited to someone's home in December, you'll get a taste of something truly one of a kind. We've explored 17 amazing facts about this incredible country. If you enjoyed the video about Nepal, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe channel. Your support is the driving force that helps us continuously improve and bring you even more engaging content. Thank you, and see you in our next travel documentary.
We are so glad you are with us today. Please leave a comment, like the video to support us, and subscribe for more videos. See you soon.